I'm Ivonne Hammoud, registered social worker and owner of New Moon Counseling. But out of the office, I'm a mom, wife, daughter, sister, and friend. Join me each week as I sit with a special guest to discuss everyday things that impact our mental health. We'll be chatting about everything from mental health and relationships to media and current events, as well as personal experiences and reflections, all in the hopes of normalizing our humanness and helping you see that you're not alone. This is Outside the Therapy Room. Hi, everyone. My name is Ivonne Hammoud, and as you just heard, I am a registered social worker and owner of New Moon Counseling, a mental health practice here in Waterloo, Ontario. I just wanted to take a little bit of time to introduce myself and just share my intentions with this podcast and kind of how we got here today. So I guess this will be officially the first podcast episode that you will be hearing, which is equally terrifying and exciting at the same time. So I guess I've been thinking about creating this podcast for a little over 2 years. It kind of came up as I noticed in the therapy room, seeing clients back to back throughout the day share similar experiences that they were having and just feeling really alone in them. And I found that I at times was also feeling the same way that my clients were. And outside of the therapy room, I would talk to my colleagues and my amazing team, and there was a pattern. There was obviously this view that we were feeling similar ways that our clients were feeling while they were feeling very alone in it. And so, we try to normalize that by sharing as much as we can respectfully with our clients so that they're able to see that they are not alone and the feelings that they're having are normal and valid. But obviously that is done in a more limited way to create space for the client and not kind of hijack their session by talking about us all the time, which is not ethical. So I started kind of having this conversation with people on the team, people in my personal life, my family, my partner, my siblings, and my cousin, like just everybody in my family, and just kind of being like, hey, it would be cool to start a podcast and to talk to people, like have special guests on and just talk about these everyday things that impact our mental health. And when I said it out loud, I was like, that's ridiculous, Ivonne. Like, there's so many mental health podcasts out there. What are you going to share that is going to be different or special, that people are actually going to want to listen to? And it was that kind of doubt and like feeling like imposter syndrome that really got in the way of me continuing this 2 years ago. So it's always been like a conversation. And I do want to take some time to just shout out the amazing people who made this happen. So my team, the associates at my practice have all been so encouraging. The little reminders of like, hey, Yvonne, so that podcast, when is that happening, have been really helpful and kind of motivated me to start this, or at least brainstorming things. My colleagues, have also been very, very supportive. And I have colleagues who have their own podcasts, and just hearing about their experiences and, their encouragement and saying like, Yvonne, you're going to find people who will want to listen to your podcast regardless of what you say. And even though there is so much information out there, it coming from you is going to make a great difference. And so I appreciated all of that support. And obviously my family has been very encouraging. And just figuring out the back end of the stuff. My brother is a musician, and so he's really helped out with kind of like the back end producing and editing and all of that. So this wouldn't exist without that kind of support. And while I say that, I'm also very, very aware that I am a complete newbie at this. So I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just having conversations with people in my life, with people in my team, other special guests, and just enjoying that conversation and that dialogue. And that is so meaningful to me. And it's just fun for me to be able to engage in those types of conversations outside the therapy room. Hey, that's how the name came up, because in sessions, we don't really get an opportunity to fully dive deep into a topic because we are meeting the needs of our client. And with people within my team, we would have really quick, passing by conversations about these areas. So this has been a lot of fun. I'll let you in on a little secret that we've already recorded 4 episodes as I'm recording this introduction. So it really has been a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to just learning and growing and hopefully gaining confidence in this new field. As I'm saying that, I have butterflies in my stomach because I am really nervous as well. And I'm really scared of showing up in this space, as you will hear in our first episode that will be coming out this Thursday. And yeah, I'm just showing up as a human, being honest about not knowing at all what I'm doing, being honest and saying, well, the re-listening to the very first episode was super cringy, but I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, I hope whatever brought you here, whether you have been following us on our practice social media accounts, or if you just kind of ran into this as you were searching for a new podcast, thank you so much for choosing our podcast and taking a listen. And I hope that you tune in regularly. We will have episodes weekly on Thursdays. We are going to be active on social media as well, where we will try to have you have a say within our podcast and hopefully participate in that way. So we will be asking questions on our social media. We will be putting poll questions and all of that just to kind of see what it is that you are looking for, and to try to have it, be hopefully have you all be active participants in this podcast as well. So you can find us on Instagram at Outside the Therapy Room Pod. And if you'd like to follow our New Moon Counseling socials, you're welcome to do that too. We are at New Moon Counseling KW. And yeah, so take a peek on our socials. We will be sharing topic ideas, questions, and just some behind the scenes as we prepare for this new journey. So like I said many times, thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoy, and just a quick disclaimer that this is for educational and entertainment purposes and is not to be used as therapy. If you are in Ontario and are interested in working with one of our therapists, then you're welcome to visit our website, which will be in the show notes. If you reside outside of Ontario, that's amazing that you're looking for therapy, and a quick Google search or a search through Psychology Today will help you find a therapist in your region. So again, I'm a broken record saying thank you so much for being here, and I hope you enjoy our podcast.